The answer is no, because my style of journalism has never been that confrontational. Because I think that if you go into an interview and you prejudge someone, then you're not going to get what you want. You already decided. You might as well write the quote yourself. And so I always stick to the basics of an interview, which is asking the basic question of who, what, when, how. And you probe. And you let him, give his point of view. And then you ask the other side, what they think as well. You give everyone the equal chance to say what they really feel and think. And you as a journalist put that together and make that coherent. Because that's your duty to people, and let your readers, your viewers, judge what is the truth. And as a documentary maker as well, this has always been our approach, to let you guys decide who's saying the truth, what is the truth. And like, Jason said, that 2 weeks when we were filming in Cambodia, the frustration that he faced, because he felt at one point everyone was lying to him. And he says, how can we put this together when everyone keeps changing their story? Joyce had told us in our first trip to meet him that Cheng saved his life, that killed his father, but also saved his life because he told someone not to kill him, the guy who took over from his job, because Cheng was moved away after that to another prison and said, don't kill this boy. Maybe he felt some remorse, I don't know. But, and then as we went along, and then Cheng said, I didn't kill his father, and he didn't show any remorse for that. He changed his story, and he says, no, he didn't save my life, it was the Vietnamese who freed me. So, what is the truth? And that is the reason why as well we made this film, is to show the complexity of the tribunal that is now currently going on, because people will keep changing their versions of how they remember what happened. And so will we actually get any closer to understanding what is the truth? Perhaps the answer of what is the truth is something that we can find, all Cambodians can try and get an understanding of through their religion. If you know a little bit about Buddhism, or the Four Noble Truths and all that, about understanding your suffering before you can actually accept it, and therefore, gain forgiveness and move on and all that, is a larger truth than knowing what exactly really happened.
Sorry, I didn't get your earlier part, but I absolutely agree with you that depending on who is the interpreter, it would definitely alter a lot of things. I absolutely agree with you. I do quite a bit of filming in Laos, in Cambodia, and always it depends so much on the translator. And depending on what they can do for me, the whole film might totally be changed. Little nuances, little differences, which could make a lot of difference. I absolutely agree with you, yeah. Which is why for anyone, I always tell them myself, and if any one of you here today is planning to make a film in somewhere, you have to know, and I think our audience here has rightfully pointed out, you are so much dependent on the translator, especially when doing a film whereby it's a language you're not familiar with. That's so true, yeah.
If I may add, we didn't only just get one translator to do the subtitles, we actually went through a few people, so we kind of changed things along the way as, we felt there was some inaccuracy in the first translation and all that. And so that is why also, when you make films that is not based on the language that you're familiar with, that is problematic. And it also takes a very long time, to do the whole film, because we don't know what they're saying at most points, right? But I guess the best judge of, how accurate it is would be the Cambodians, because when they watch it, they will know what these guys are saying directly.
Yeah, I think with that, we'll end the post-screening discussion. Thank you for staying back to hear insights into the film from Jason and the producers. So I would just like to remind the audience again that the festival is selling merchandise outside the theatre. It's all proceeds, I must stress, all proceeds goes to the festival. So thank you again for attending the festival. There are more good films, during these last few days of the festival. So yeah, thank you and good night.